Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is Lamar Miller. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. A first down carry now for Miller. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Come back, come back. Target.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On first down, Watson. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. 20! Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone now, Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. All right. Go doctor. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, go Roger. Stay home.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Alert. 3 down.
Now Keenum throwing on second. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Keenum. Dancing to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's Freeman, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And McManus able to put it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Down! Back 22!
Now a play fake here on first down. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Richmond!
On 1st and 10, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
Tiger!
Back to throw, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Down.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, baby. Boom. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Down.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Quick slant there gets him the 1st down, 6 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Keenum now on 1st down. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
You got 4. You got 4. 41, Mike.
Now Keenum again. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And now out comes Houston. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards on the play. Now a handoff to Miller. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Come back, come back.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46.
Come back, come back.
To throw is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Todd Davis in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Come back, come back.
From the gun, here's Watson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here goes hot. Like 20. Here you go, boys. Hey, watch the slip.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, boys, we got four down. Very left.
A shotgun snap for Keenum. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion. Force an incompletion and force another punt.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at about the 14. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Come back.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a give to Miller. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
3 down. Hey, flag 99, feel it.
This is Miller. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Texans send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10.
Hey, go, Roger. Check. 4 down.
And they'll go on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Shows off the quick feet as he takes this one up to the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's go, let's go. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Hey.
Play action. It's Keenum. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Tight right. Hey, go, Roger.
on 1st and 10. Keenum finding room inside the 40. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And finally taken down at the 34. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Hey, orange! Orange!
Throwing again is Keenum. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. The final shot before the break, Watson. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Going up top. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And he's got room. Space to maneuver at the 40. A good pickup there, 22. And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, 4 down.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second down, Washington. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Called a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Reset.
Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal.
I know a field goal ties it, but I'm not just tempted to go for it. I say do it. At this spot in the field, go get the touchdown.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So the Broncos coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Hey, go, Roger.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he stopped immediately there. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, go, Roger.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the third quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the second half.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Keenum again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 23 yards on the play.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves that you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
Let's go, let's go. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Take 4.
On play action, it's Keenum. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out of the gun, Keenum. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Booker on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Booker on the counter, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
A 2nd down carry for Booker. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A pair of negative running plays, and now they're looking up at a 3rd down at 17 to go. From the gun, it's Keenum. Buying time to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
McManus able to put it through, and that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Tiger, tiger, tiger. Hey, check back 34. Mike, 34. Richmond. Watch the screen. Two jet.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Come back.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Watson on first down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Watson. Now he's forced out right. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Tiger. Come back.
To throw on second is Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now it's Keenum here off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Keenum. Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Keenum, got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback. If the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Yeah. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for...
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Hey, orange!
On second down, here's Keenum. Sutton drilling it in on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Four down. Check. Roger. 41's the mic.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Mike 41.
Back to the air. Keenum on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Broncos on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Boom, 90.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flush to his right. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Gun! It's just me and you. Staying open.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Again, it's Miller. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Target. Right there.
Out of the gun, Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Whitney Merciless in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On second down, Kelly. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
Now a first down throw, Kelly. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Miller. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They set a decently lofty goal of winning 11 games. Unfortunately, this loss here, they're not going to reach that number.
And that is a lofty number, isn't it? Because if you can get to 11, more times than not, almost overwhelmingly, you're going to the playoffs. But that doesn't mean that everything is totally finished for them. They continue to play hard and play well. They still might reach another goal.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.